Hello, it's been a few hours since we left Volcano Bay. We went back, got changed, chilled out. I started watching the Giants game, which is still going on right now, but we are on our way into Universal, just kind of on the non-moving walkway because it's not moving right now, so it's just a path. It's a glorified path. However, we are going in to get into Universal Studios slightly early. Obviously then go and pick up our Halloween Horror Nights wristbands and go and do one of the stay and scream areas or whatever it's called right now. How are you feeling?
Okay, I feel that I took some paracetamol before we came out because typically I have a bit of a headache. I'm sure all the adrenaline will kick in and hopefully fix that later. You got your brown pants on?
So excuse the messy bed. We're just back at the room now, getting ready for our Halloween Horror Nights. We've had a bit of pizza. Craig's just in the shower getting ready. I just wanted to film this in advance. Craig doesn't actually know about this yet, but I brought something in preparation of tonight's festivities. Yeah, just smart to be prepared, guys.
I have, and as Anna would have shown you guys, I had no idea that I had brown pants with me on this trip. But yeah, we've got.
It pays to be prepared.
Yeah, it does.
I was a brownie back in the day. I'll get a badge for that.
More brown puns. We're currently walking, but we will do a fit check. We don't usually do fit checks, but for HHN we'll do one. You can kind of already see part of mine, so if you've been following any of the HHN kind of vlogs and blogs and posts online of merchandise, you'll kind of know what I'm wearing.
It's the glorious shirt that I wanted, but
we
just say it eluded me.
Yeah, and then also I have my Jason hat on that I bought at Lids earlier on this trip. Sorry, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit, so a Barkley Eagles jersey. Cowboys now as well. God, they're all out. It's almost like Halloween Horror Nights out here for Giants fans. So yeah, I think we're ready to go. I don't really think either of us know how we're going to react until we're in that first house. The plan will be to potentially go to the back of the park. So we'll put the prices down the bottom of how much the day ticket costs for us to go tonight, and also the express pass, because we do have express for only going one night. We want to make sure that
we saved our pennies and wanted to treat ourselves to make sure we got it all done.
Yeah, and when you're only doing one night, really you want to try and make sure that you can do all the houses, and that is the plan. When you've got 5 nights at Freddy's hitting over 100 minutes, you've got Terrifier that's going up to sort of 90 minutes, and you've got one of the other big ones, Jason, as well. Jason has been going sort of 90 to 80 minutes as well. It is a Sunday, so it might be a slightly slower day than what you would see at a weekend. We have kind of planned that and hoped that.
Yeah, we've basically got the cheapest option of express available.
Yes,
for the cheapest day of Halloween Horror Nights available.
So we're going to try and cram in as much as we can tonight. Obviously we can't film in the houses. There are other channels out there who have. The Pew 2, Tyler over there, he was in all the houses. He's got a video out. Mammoth Club have got a video out of the houses. Mammoth is more like highlights of the houses, whereas I think Tyler's is more kind of a complete walkthrough of every house. The forecast for this evening doesn't show a lot of chance of precipitation, but you never know. Anna has her poncho.
I have a poncho.
I do not. I forgot my poncho. Yeah. So Art's going to make me real wet later.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are going to go through security and we'll see you on the other side. The music does not fit. And we are in. So there are 3 places that you can get your wristband. Lombard's seafood restaurant, which is in the middle of the park. Villain-Con, which is here, which tends to be quite busy, or Minion Cafe, which is just past Villain-Con.
So pick up wristbands, I'm gonna go right around and then back towards me. I like your shirt.
So we're now officially queuing up by Minion Cafe to get our Stay and Scream wristbands, I guess. So this can be done if you have a valid park entry into the park before Halloween Horror Nights actually starts. So it just allows us to get our wristbands now so they know that we're allowed. Right, so we're just going to do a quick fit check. Obviously it's not something we usually do, but here is the lovely Anna with this this month's must-have. Give us a spin with your Peaked t-shirt. Anna's Peaked Jason shirt last Friday night, take off from, who did the song originally?
Was it Katie Black, something?
Rebecca Black?
Rebecca Black?
No, that was
No.
Friday. That is Anna's favourite bit of the whole shirt, is the little hair grips, just holding it
The
on.
most friggin' adorable thing you've ever seen.
For my fit check is purely just the hat here,
That was the new ones and lids from the other day.
and then
And then
the Clown Cafe
the
t-shirt.
t-shirt, the Clown Cafe.
Ready for going through the Terrifier house later this evening. So surprisingly, we actually kept our Fitbits on while we were swimming. Apparently Anna's done 115 floors already today. I don't know if that's just swimming. Yeah, Anna's hit 10k steps as well already, so it'll be interesting to see how many we do tonight. Obviously it's going to reset at midnight, which is a bit of a pain in the arse. So these are the Halloween Horror Nights bands. If you just spin that round a bit, Anna. There we go. So just the nice little plastic band there. But it does the job, I guess. Some of the food booths are already open. There is food on the agenda, obviously, for tonight. High on that list is the vegan pizza fries for Anna. I'm going to have those with her. Like we've already said in previous vlogs, I will quite happily eat plant-based stuff. It doesn't really bother me. And then later on there's some cocktail or a cider we want to try. And then a few other different sort of sweet and savoury snacks. For now, we're just going to reactivate our little cup. You have to reactivate it every day that you're in the park, and we're going to probably be using that quite a lot. So yeah, we'll do that and we'll see you in a bit. We are heading down the backstage areas at the back now to the Fallout and the Galkin houses. Fallout is going to open at 5:15, and I think the time now is about 4:20. So we've probably got a good 55 minutes to wait here. Sorry, the sun's real low, so it just shines through on this camera. But yeah, we're just walking through the empty streets here. I'm sure it's not going to look this empty later on when it starts getting busy, but we're going to try and hit these two. The advantage of hitting these now will be that we can always do one of them or both of them again later with Express if we really wanted to. Obviously Fallout is mainly based on the TV series, not on the games. We have watched all of the houses in anticipation of this, just to kind of alleviate maybe some anxiety concerns.
I've got my anxiety ring on. It's probably going to have worn down to a nub by the end of the night, but I'm going to be brave. Got my brave brown pants on.
So yep, we are just coming up on the Fallout house now. There is the standby entrance there, the warning sign, and then the tent just behind it, and then Galkin is just to the right there with the standby entrance to the right hand side. Looks like there's a nice tent here, so we're not going to get absolutely cooked.
Yeah.
It's still hot
That's
while we're
the thing
out.
with the previous stay and screams, people were just in like literal pens out in the sun.
Yeah, so at least we're not doing that.
We've got an IC to keep us going for an hour.
Obviously we can't film inside, so we won't be doing that, but we'll see you in a bit. Yeah, just done Fallout, our first ever Halloween Horror Nights house. What do you think?
I thought I'd put my glasses on so I could see the jump scares coming a bit better. It was good. There was a few good ones in there. I can probably envision why a lot of people have said that's one of the least scary.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of the being able to see the makeup and stuff up close is very good. Are we doing spoilers?
Yeah, consider this your spoiler warning.
There's one of the actors with the fork in her eye. Obviously, that's like in the first episode. So if you've seen the series, then you'll know who I'm talking about. But being able to see it up close was very good.
Do you want to tell them what you out of all of the scares, what got you worse?
There was a water effect from one of the cockroach things. I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah, rad roaches.
Rad roach, and then the plastic things that you go through to get through to the next room. It came out of nowhere, scared me. Wasn't even a scare actor, it was friggin' plastic.
Sorry, we had to go for a checkpoint.
How did you find it?
I enjoyed it. As a fan of the games, I was a little disappointed, obviously, when I first saw that it was only going to be a TV show. I did notice that probably... Sorry, there's fans everywhere, so it might kill the mic a little bit, but as you go through, pretty much almost as you get outside the vault, there was a monitor on the left-hand side that had the password puzzle from the Fallout games. If you ever played them, then you know what I'm talking about, where it's like jumbled up words within a code, and you have to try and find the right code to unlock whatever you're trying to unlock. That was the best teaser. I think on scale-wise, it got me. I got once by a guy who jumped out to my right, but I'll be honest, I didn't react in the way that I thought I would react. I just kind of like flinched a little and laughed.
That's what I did. I flinched and laughed. I wasn't sure if I was going to scream. I reckon this one's going to be a lot more scary, and this will actually test how I react. The other ones I could kind of see a lot of them coming as well, so I could prepare, which was, I think, good for our first time round, so I could kind of mentally... Yeah,
I think, you can get runs where you get got like every few seconds, and they might be a bit more difficult, so I'm just going to try and turn away from that glare. There might be a few where we get got a lot better. So obviously we're queuing now for Gulkin, Monsters of the North, which is like Norse mythology. As a part Viking, this one really was high up on my list and my hype list before we'd even seen any walkthroughs. And after seeing walkthroughs, it's one of the most beautiful houses I think there is here this year, so I'm really looking forward to it. Especially there's like a Wicker Man scene halfway through that I'm really looking forward to seeing. But no, in the terms of the first Halloween Horror Nights house, I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I would give it probably a solid 6 out of 10, and that's having no reference whatsoever from any other houses. I'd give it a 6 just because of the fact that it wasn't amazingly scary.
Yeah, I mean my heart rate is currently at 139, and I envision it going up.
Yeah, so we'll wait and see, but yeah, we'll do Gulkin now and then go from there. We've just come out of Gulkin, Monsters of the North. Anna is not a fan of Skelly Bobs.
No,
How many Skelly Bobs did you see?
It was about 5 or 6. As a child, I had a reoccurring nightmare where someone in my dream would say the word skeleton. Skeleton would flash up in my face and I'd wake up. And that happened every night for a few months. And I am terrified of skeletons now. And there are a lot of creepy skeletons in there. So
so you've been going first.
Yeah, I've been going first.
So I don't feel like I got in that one. I think there was a couple where I knew it was kind of coming.
Yeah.
As a house though, beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
The bit where you actually walk through the mouth of the Gulkin, I guess it is that puppet is just out of this world.
Yeah. It was very, very pretty.
I think I can kind of guess that the bit that you didn't like the most was being inside the belly with all the skeletons popping out. Yeah. Before that, it was okay.
It was okay. There were a couple of
the tree monsters or the witch doctors.
The witch doctors were kind of they popped out. But I think we'll do another obviously run through with Express. And,
yes. Yeah. I don't think
I got all of the skeletons, and
no.
I think there were. Because they obviously don't come out. That's going to be like a Jason situation where they all come out simultaneously.
Yeah, so I would probably give that from first run.
Scarier than Fallout.
I would give that an 8, maybe an 8.5.
I'd give it. Yeah, I'd concur an 8.5. I think.
Yeah, it was good fun. We're now passing masses of crowds coming in, so I think we chose well. What's the time, Anna?
It's 20 past 6.
So 20 minutes ago the event officially opened. We've still got now 7 hours 40 minutes I think left of the event, so we've got plenty of time. We smashed out 2 houses. I think that's pretty good going.
Yeah.
I think we will try and do a final ranking at the end, because obviously our rankings of 1 to 10 is going to be a little skewed at the moment.
Because we're basing it on kind of a combination of both scariness and enjoyability. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think that's fair. But no, I definitely enjoyed Gawking more than I enjoyed Fallout.
Yeah, I agree. It was definitely more. I literally felt like
it was more claustrophobic in there as well, and I know that you don't really do claustrophobia.
My claustrophobia is like if I can't move my legs and feet, or if I'm I get very twitchy.
Yeah, but other than that,
there wasn't any plastic screens in there to scare me. It was just all dangling entrails.
Yeah. And we still haven't had a proper scream from you, I don't feel.
No, which
is a good thing.
Yeah.
We heard someone up ahead.
Yeah.
And I think the party behind us got as well. But yeah, no, really enjoying it so far. I think we're going to go and get some food. I'm quite hungry. I don't know about you.
Yeah, all I've eaten today is two slices of pizza.
Resort pizza and a half a garlic stick.
Yeah, we didn't eat anything before Volcano Bay. We're just kind of powering through, so we need to get some drink.
There is a lot we want to try tonight as well, so that's obviously one reason that we haven't eaten much. We'll see where we go from here. But we'll speak to you in a bit. We've currently just got into the Hatchet and Chains Demon Bounty Hunters, into the queue for that, which seems to go through the Simpsons queue. It's posted as a 25-minute wait, so we'll wait and see how long it actually is. Hopefully it's a little quicker, but yeah, another original, our second original house. The one thing I'm really looking forward to seeing is the zombie horse. Like, the zombie horse looks absolutely mental. But yeah, this should be fun. Quite low on my hype list, I think, even after seeing walkthroughs of it. I've seen some people say that they weren't that impressed, but I've also seen some people say that it exceeded their expectations. I know that Molly and Alan really enjoyed this one, so it'll be good to see what we think of it. So we will.
Because obviously it's based off of the previous Slaughter Cinema.
So it was a room in Slaughter Cinema 2, wasn't it? Last year's.
And I think if you've gone through the previous, then maybe it has more of a build-up for you. But
obviously, we didn't go through that one, but we have watched a lot of the previous Halloween Horror Nights videos from previous years. And Slaughter Cinema 2, I think if there were two or one that I would have liked, it would have been the shark one at the end.
The shark one and the scary one for me. I'm also scared of scarecrows, and there was zombie scarecrows, wasn't there?
Wasn't there like zombie scarecrow skeletons or something?
Yeah,
and it was just like your ultimate nightmare.
Yeah, I throw a few spiders in, and I'm just gone. I'm running. So it's currently 20 past 7. We got out of Hatchet and Chains, and it was a very good run through. We'll discuss with Craig when he gets back to the table. We've just come to the DreamWorks Imagination Cafe, which is where they have the infamous pizza fries. So we got the vegan fries and Craig's got the meat ones. Initially he was just going to try some of mine, but I said, oh, you're not hungry enough for your own? And he was like, yeah, go on then. So we ended up getting both. They have taken a little while. Craig's just come over and dropped off my vegan ones just to, he said, make a start because everything's taken a little while. Seems like they're sort of getting a little bit backed up with the order. So it's probably a good job that we got them now because apparently this one, this particular stand, or, the fries, you get a big queue for them. So this is what the vegan fries look like. So we got the fries, vegan cheese, marinara. I think it's like obviously a plant-based sort of meat crumble, and then like meat salami. Apparently the dish is absolutely roasting, so be careful with that. And then just got a little cup of water. We've been filling up our refill cup pretty much after every house because you can. Obviously you need to make the most of the day's worth of refills, so we're pretty much drinking them through the queues and then refilling at the end. So I'll wait for Craig to get back with his meat ones and then we'll give you a review of these bad boys. He's got them.
Got them. It took a while. For a really popular spot. I'm guessing they're not expecting to be this busy this early, but it all comes out and then they put it through like almost like a toaster oven that you get in like all-inclusive holiday things, where you put your toast on there and you wait for it to go through the conveyor belt. I think it might be the slowest conveyor belt in the world because they just take forever. However, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
There was a little bit of a queue, but I said it's probably a good job we got here now. Oh, Craig just Craig just picked up his fork, flipped one, and then it landed exactly in the my marinara sauce.
Okay.
So yeah,
mine's
I haven't tried mine yet.
Mine's 1,000,000 degrees because it's literally just come out. So if we do yours first, the marinara. So obviously you don't get parmesan on yours, whereas I do.
You could have added it as a topper, I think, if you wanted to.
Yeah, so
but obviously get a little bit of everything there.
So, yeah.
I'm not sure what the plant-based like meat is, but it's got a good flavour. It's quite I don't know if it's the salt, the chips, fries, or the meat, but it's quite salty. I mean, they're good. I reckon you could make this at home, but I reckon it'll be quite filling, which is what we want right now.
Yeah. So mine seems to have pepperoni and sausage crumbles on there, and obviously cheese, parmesan cheese, the marinara sauce, and the fries. Before I do it, I'm not a crinkle cut fry guy. I prefer a thin fry, or a potato barrel, or a hash brown, or mash, or just anything. I'm not really a crinkle cut guy. I don't know what it is. I just don't feel like they ever cook as evenly, or they're ever as good. But let's see. I've got a bit of everything. So yeah, definitely something you can make at home. It's quite nice. The pepperoni and the marinara kind of overshadow everything else. So which is why I want to try the sausage by itself.
You're not a big pepperoni boy either.
Sausage crumbles are really nice. They're quite spicy as well. They've definitely got a kick to them. But yeah, to follow on from what Anna was saying, I'm not a massive pepperoni guy, but not because I don't like the taste of pepperoni. I don't like the oil, and this is perfectly fine. Like there is no pooling oil in these.
Yeah, that's what grosses you out, isn't it? When you get it on pizzas and you can just see the oil within.
Yeah, it's not.
Pepperoni.
It's not my jam. It's really not. Yeah, overall, it's pretty decent. Like Anna said, it would be probably quite filling. Maybe the cheese could have do with it a little longer under that oven, but then again, it's so slow that I don't know how long you could wait. Right, we're all done with our pizza fries. Yeah, decent. I'm not. I'm not wowed by it, but I guess it's a staple of horror nights. So, I mean, I'd probably still give it a good solid 7.5, 8 out of 10. Like, I'm not saying that it's amazing, but for what it was yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I'd say I'd give mine I'd probably give them a 6.5 actually, because they were quite salty. I'm glad I had the water.
Yeah, yours were a hell of a lot
had
salty.
both,
Yeah, yours were saltier and richer than mine. So
Yeah.
we are just walking through Cat Lady of Crooked Lane scare zone. Pussy everywhere. Just little kitty cats. Look at this one, Anna. There is.
They're all kind of like half, like go through their various transformations.
I've got one just behind me. She was
really
right behind you, Anna.
Enough that my elbow actually brushed her. I was holding my bag like this and she still managed to get closer.
That was our first proper scare zone of walking through.
Yeah, that's good. That's good acting.
Yeah, the scare zones are good fun. They obviously try and get you a little bit, but I think you can kind of telegraph it. So if you are too scared of coming through the scare zones, just as long as you have your wits about you, and you should be okay.
Don't look scared. You know, walk with some purpose.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about Hatchet and Chains. Hatchet and Chains was great. We had a really, really good run through of it. You had a few good
proper scares.
Yeah.
The zombie horsey.
Oh god.
Horsey, you scared me.
Horsey.
And the second one we both got at the same time.
Oh, absolutely destroyed us.
It was like a shutter that came down and banged so loudly, and a scare actor behind it.
I don't think it was a scare actor. I think it was a static doll, a static doll.
I saw it moving, so.
But yeah, he got us both. It was just the sound of almost like a chopping board hitting another chopping board. It was loud. So we've got the abracadabra sunflower glasses, obviously Art's glasses from the second film that he tries on in the Halloween shop. They're just a sugar cookie. We're just making our way over to the Fallout booth because I want to get the Radaway cocktail and then we'll have both of these. Right, you got them? That went, well, they broke. That went well, didn't it?
Yeah, didn't quite go as planned, but...
Ah well.
Oh well.
Right, do you want to try one?
I don't think we've ever had a sugar cookie before.
Probably, but not like that we would know.
It tastes like the clue's in the name.
I actually quite like that. It's very simple. It's a sugar cookie.
I just had some of the chocolate.
It's a sugar cookie with some really nice rich chocolate in the middle. Like, it's not the best chocolate you're ever going to have, but it is tasty. The fallout line is quite long, which is why we're eating this in the line.
Yeah.
But I need that Radaway souvenir. So yeah, not bad. We're going to finish these off. So we have the Radaway mocktail. Do you want to move your hand so you can see the rad? There we go. So this is a mocktail. It's got brown sugar, cinnamon, it's lemonade. I'll put the picture of the menu onto the side so you can see exactly what it is. It's really, really busy. It's really, really loud around here, so we had to kind of get it and go, but I've got some pictures and stuff. Spoiler alert, we have already tried this, but we're going to try it again so it's fresh in the... Go on, Anna. It's fresh in the memory.
It's an odd taste. I can't quite place my finger on it. It's not awful, but it's not very refreshing at the same time.
No, it's quite bitter. The cinnamon and the brown sugar are like the strongest flavours, and then all of a sudden you get a little winkiness from the lemon, from the lemonade, and it kind of clashes but mixes at the same time. If it wasn't for the fact that it was in this really cool receptacle, which as a Fallout fan I absolutely adore, I probably wouldn't have got it. I wouldn't get it again either. It is something, but yeah, no, it's fine. You just ran into someone as well.
Yeah, I just ran into Melissa from the vegan Disney World vlogs. She was very nice. Gave us some stickers, had a nice little chat with her. So keep your eyes peeled. If you see vloggers out here, then say hi. They're always very happy to speak with people who watch their videos. That's why they create the content. So because she's very, very informative. I've followed her for a little while. And yeah, very good video. So if you're looking for vegan food information,
vegan WDW, isn't it?
Vegan WDW.
Yeah.
Give them a follow.
Right, we're going to try and finish this, and then try and help some more houses. We'll probably use Express now. It's after 8. As you can see, it's dark out now as well. So we've drank the rest of the the Radaway. I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. I still don't understand if I like it or not, but it was a 6 out of 10. It wasn't awful. We're now sort of at the back here, which is where you've got Five Nights at Freddy's and WWE. I think we're going to do Five Nights at Freddy's first because it's right here. It's a 100-minute wait. We'll see how long it is. So that's Five Nights at Freddy's done. Posted wait time was 100 minutes, and we are out.
We were out, in and out of the queue, out of the house within
15.
Just over 15.
Just over 15. Probably about 12 minutes. So Express absolutely nailed it there. Yeah, sorry about that. There was a RIP. Yeah, we almost joined an RIP tour by accident. Yeah, it's not scary. There were a couple of bits that maybe if they would have got you,
yeah,
it would have been really scary. But we missed those. The animatronics are just so. Like I would easily give that a 7.5 just on the animatronics.
Yeah, in terms of scares, not really scary. There were like some younger kids in front of us who just were screaming.
In fact, there was one good scare that got them that didn't get us, which was like a TV like spluttering and crackling, and they shat.
Yeah, in terms of scares, it wasn't up there, but in terms of like enjoyment and visuals, it was very good. So I'll give it a 7. Yeah.
If you would have told me that I would have rated Hatchet and Chains above that, I would have said no. But yeah, that's how it's kind of fitting at the moment. So
it's become one of those cult sort of things.
Yeah. So now we're going to go around and use Express on Horrors of the White 6 WWE. Obviously, as I've said before, I'm a big WWE fan from when I was young. Haven't watched it probably quite as much recently, but I do know about the Wyatt 6 loosely. I know more about Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, we watched more when Bray was wrestling.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to this one. I think the fact that you're walking backstage through the curtain into Gorilla is really cool. If there's things that I do watch from WWE these days, it's documentaries. I've always been a big documentary person. I watch more documentaries than I do movies a lot of the time. Yeah, let's see what this one's like, and we'll talk to you after that one. We're smashing through these houses now. That was a posted 55. I think we waited probably about 15.
Yeah, it's 10 past now. We got in line just for 5-2.
Yeah, so really, Express is really sort of proving to be worth its money. We've just done 2 houses that should have been over 200 minutes, and we've smashed them both out within the space of half an hour. Anyway, WWE Horrors of the White Six.
Yeah, very good.
Just a really nice tribute to one of the better creative minds of this generation of wrestlers. Easter eggs in there were plentiful, lockers with people's names, and Anna pointed out a poster for a match that actually genuinely happened. There were the sheep masks that used to be used when Bray Wyatt first came in, with Luke Harper and another person, I can't remember, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. We just need to find somewhere now for Anna to put her poncho on, because the next house is going to be the Terrifier. Just give me a quick rundown of what you thought of the house and then your rating. Just before that, 8.5 for me. The references of the wrestlers bits plus the actual house itself, some really good scares in there. An 8.5 for me.
I think it's been mentioned in the pre-sale, I can't remember who, but the actual, because they're like actors are like wrestler sized.
Yeah.
They're bigger than
They're intimidating.
They're a lot more intimidating, and they come out at you, and the masks really add that extra element, and they were very well done.
Yeah.
I'd give it an 8.5 as well.
It's pretty high from both of us, but
Yeah.
I do think if you're not a WWE fan and you don't get the references, it will be a lot lower. It will be. Anyway, Anna's going to put on her poncho. This is us before the wet path. Right, so we're out of the Terrifier. That was 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we're not wet.
I didn't need it.
She didn't need it. The wet path is shut at the moment. Don't know.
We were going through the queue and I was like, no one has any ponchos. Why does no one have any ponchos? Are people just accepting that they're getting wet now and I'm the only one that doesn't really want to? But everyone obviously knew and we didn't.
Yeah, so that was a shame. However, it
was still...
Yeah, it ended up with you getting a really good scare at the end as well.
Yeah, there were...
The headless art got you real bad.
Headless art got me. Right, I almost ran back into the main.
Yeah.
Back into the house. I almost went completely the wrong direction because it really got me.
What a house. If you've seen the Terrifier films, you enjoy the kills and everything. Literally almost every single one is in there.
Yeah. Vicky is cracking. She got me good.
Twice. Back to back. I got wet a few times. There's a few kills that get you you wet. Who did you say that art reminds you of?
Oh, yeah. I figured out the reason. It occurred to me when we were about just after the third film, I think. I was like, I know why I like art. I don't like clowns, typically. Art reminds me of Mr. Bean. He's like an American Mr. Bean. Well, I'm sure he's American, I don't know.
He's Mr. Bean with a murderous appetite.
Yeah, because obviously Mr. Bean barely ever speaks. But he's not a mute, but he's very expressional. His movements, his expressions, they're all designed to make his character, and that's exactly what art is. And that's why I find him so funny.
In the terms of the house itself, I didn't think the smells were as bad as people made out.
That's what I was trying to think of. I didn't smell anything in the bathroom.
I did, but it wasn't strong. I definitely smelt bleach when we were walking through the bleach bit.
Yeah, I smelled that, but I didn't smell any bathroom stuff. Yeah, we'll hopefully do it again later when the crowd is a bit lower. It's just jumped up to 120 minutes now, so we'll probably do it towards the end of the night again, and I'll sniff out a little bit better then. But I think that's number one for me. I'm so looking forward to it.
That's a 10 for me. We've really got into the films the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And I think they're all great in their own right. And just everything about that house just nailed exactly what I wanted, from the facade to the feel of the intestines that were hanging from the ceiling to art and how many times you see him in that house, to the scares, to everything.
He was very good. He had a lot of good jump out moments, and but he kept up his personality along it all.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just an all-round good, very good house. Would give it a 10.
I don't think that's going to be beaten tonight. However, next up is Grave of Flesh. 45-minute wait on that, so we'll see what Express does, because obviously so far it's really cut things down. But yeah, we'll see you after that one. Are you okay?
There's a lot of skeletons in there. And because it wasn't super busy, like the people in front had managed to like
pull away.
And there was a big gap between me and the next person, and that really freaked me out, because I felt like I was in there by myself, even though I knew Craig was behind me. Like, I couldn't see anything.
Craig was behind her, getting his fingers broken.
I was like, I'm gonna have to hold your hand, because there were so many jumpy skeletons and stuff.
That was made more intense, I think, by the audio in there.
Yeah.
Like, the music in there is very kind of fast-paced drums.
It was quite claustrophobic with the walls. They were very narrow.
I think when that house was first announced, we earmarked that as being something that Anna wouldn't like.
Yeah, just purely the concept is kind of
too far for you, isn't it?
It's just the sort of thing that does actually scare me. Like, I don't know, not like the afterlife, but just like being buried alive, or just the undead sort of situation.
I fully went into that expecting not to enjoy that, and I think I would give that, because of just how entertaining and scary it was, I'd give that a solid 8.
I was literally about to say 8.
Yeah, that was funny.
I feel like I'm copying a lot of your scores, but they are genuine. Like that house did get me.
Yeah, that was really good fun. I could not stop laughing.
If those monsters were scarier than Galkin.
I don't know. I just feel that
they're very similar to me.
I think that the difference is that Grave of Flesh, because it's very enclosed, and I'm talking very enclosed in there, it's almost easier to be scared, because the actors are like jumping out at you pretty much, and there's no like respite, because they're pretty constant. That's probably one of the most constant like scare actor after scare actor after scare actors that we've had so far this evening in any of the houses. I think some of the other ones tell a bit more of a story, whereas this one was just pure terrifying.
Pure jumps.
Another one like Hatchet and Chains that I just did not expect to enjoy, and maybe we've got good runs on both of those. So I think what we're planning on doing now is going up towards the Dolls Let's Play Dead house, and on the way we want to pick up a couple of snacks, or a snack and a drink that are on.
Just have a little sit down. So
we've been
for quite a few hours now.
Since we did pizza fries.
Yeah, which was about 7:30.
Half 7. So what are we?
It's 10 past 10.
10 past 10. We've pretty much been full go.
Stopped, so.
I know we're only here for the evening, and that is the plan, is to try and go full go as much as possible. But I think we just need to make sure we don't burn ourselves out a little bit, because we are planning on staying till 2. There are houses that I would like to do again. But yeah, we're going to kind of disappear for a little bit, and you'll probably next see us when we're kind of sat down with a snack and a drink. So as you would have seen, we've just walked through the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane. Again, Anna got very, very well by a
black cat.
Black cat.
I didn't think anyone was going to come out of that. It's like a mini house. It's just a little walkthrough, and there was no cats, and then bam, black cat.
We've just gone to the Dolls Let's Play Dead booth. So we've got the mum cut the crust off PB&J, which is a fried PB&J Uncrustable, hot maple syrup and chili flakes on top of that, which should be good. And then for beverage, we've got the Toy Box cider, which is Fireball, cinnamon whiskey, lime juice, cinnamon, ginger and black sugar syrups with sparkling apple cider, and then gummy bear garnish, which I've polished off most of the gummy bears already. So let's give the drink a go first. Anna's much more of a Fireball cinnamon girly than I am. I do it begrudgingly, which I think the last time I had it was outside MetLife Stadium last December when it was horrifically cold and I needed something to warm me up. So, but yeah, let's give this a go. That's very cinnamony.
Oh, I think I'm gonna like it.
It's like an apple
Cider vinegar then?
apple cider vinegar, yeah. It's kind of like an apple crumble, if you had apple crumble with cinnamon on top.
Well, that sounds like a bit of me.
It's a bit cinnamon forward for me, a bit too cinnamon forward, especially after having the brand away earlier. It tastes quite similar actually.
Do you know what? I feel like I'm at a Christmas market.
Yeah. Do you know what the funny thing is though? That has quite a bit of alcohol in there.
And for, yeah.
I can't taste anything.
I'm very, as we've established in previous vlogs, I can taste alcohol, like I don't have a lot of it.
Apple strudel.
Apple strudel in a drink.
It is, isn't it? It tastes a bit like apple strudel.
An apple strudel walking through Winchester Christmas market.
Yeah. I think I prefer it to the Radaway.
Yes, I would agree with that. Yeah, I like that.
You're a sipper and I'm a gulper though.
Yes.
Have you had a big sip of that?
I've had an anatomy.
I get the burnies on the chest and the lip.
I'll go for as big as I can. I'm a cheap date. I sip drinks. I'm very.
You don't normally drink alcoholic drinks, do you?
No,
so very cheap date.
I nurse them, so like one will last me a good few hours normally. I'll try and get a big gulp.
See what I mean? It's a lot more cinnamon forward, I find, when you have a bigger gulp. So
yeah.
Right, let's try this PB&J. God, that is weighty. Anna, pick that up.
Oh my God, you could kill a man with that.
Yeah, it's like a puck.
The bottom of that is like glistening. Probably get
You've never
napkins.
had an Uncrustable, have you?
No, I haven't.
So Dan and I lived on the PB&J Uncrustables when we were in New Jersey last time, so I quite like them. But
We don't need the fullness.
no, we're gonna raw dog it. Oh my God.
It's hot, right?
That's incredible. I'm having a second bite and I don't care.
I might not get a look in on this one. Shall I go back and get a second one?
I said I wouldn't give a 10 to any food unless it was like life-changing. That's a 9.5.
Wow.
That is hitting as well. The spice is hitting. Anna, I need you to partake in the craziness that is this.
It's very strong peanut butter, like just like fresh toast peanut butter type. It's very oily. It's like I'd expect.
It's like fried bread. It's like fried bread.
Yeah, like eggy bread. I don't even want to think how many calories are in this. It is nice. I don't think I'd go as high as what you've given it.
I love a PB&J. I do love a PB&J.
I would give it, because I'm not a huge like eggy bread, fried bread sort of person. I'll probably give it a 7.
Okay.
The filling is nice. I'm just not as big of a fan of the oil taste.
See, after having a normal Uncrustable, I know what an Uncrustable tastes like.
And this is
I'm
better.
not a massive fan of like deep fried stuff. I do like fried bread though, and that is like ticking both boxes. That is like literally if you put fried bread and then made a PB&J in the middle of the 2 pieces of fried bread.
I've just realised what the edge reminds me of is like prawn toast.
Yeah, it does have that kind of. After this, I think we're going to try and go and do Dolls Let's Play Dead, the haunted house up here. 3 houses left. See you in a bit. So we've just got out of Dolls Let's Play Dead.
basically a walk-on.
Yeah, it was a walk-on. It was a
Posted
50, posted a 50, and we didn't even wait 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It
was okay.
Some interactive elements where you could push the red buttons and stuff, which was
Yeah.
a fun little thing to try and. I found 2 of the. I think there's 3.
Yeah, I think so. I think that the best thing about the house was the girl in front of you.
She was hilarious. Her and her partner, before we went in, I think they both had to like chug their drinks, so they're probably a little bit buzzed. But her like scream was hilarious.
It wasn't even like a girly high pitch.
No.
It was
like.
Yeah, it was like a warning buzzer.
Yeah.
It was like the buzzer on ice hockey when you score a goal.
Yeah, exactly. She was getting it every single like.
Every scare, she was getting it.
And it was
so funny. I'd give that a 6.
There were some creepy, because I do find dolls creepy, and there were a few toys in there that did freak me out. So I'll give it a 7 because they did get creeped out.
Yeah, I think for me it just wasn't quite.
It wasn't quite the same scare element of the other things, but
No.
it was more the like there was one particular clown in there. Which I wasn't a fan of. When the concept first came up, I thought it was going to be China dolls everywhere, and that's what really freaks me out. I thought it was going to be I get why the concept of us being the toys that are being, broken apart and stuff. I think it's a better concept for the house rather than just having a load of China dolls around.
So that's a Circus of Decay. In the background, we're hoping to catch the 12:30 showing of that. The priority for us is making sure that we do all of the houses. We only have two left, so I think we're going to go towards Jason now. Right, that's the Jason house done. It was relentless, wasn't it?
Yeah, they are everywhere. They get real close to you as well.
You got a couple of times?
Yeah.
Just with him just there.
Just there. But he always has a weapon of some sort, so he's like, he feels even closer because his arm comes out that bit more. And
good representation as well from all the first 8 films. Different Jason masks, burlap Jason, obviously Jason as he was when he came out from the lake.
Yeah, that's the one that got me, I think.
Yeah, towards the end. I don't think we had the best run of it, but it was good enough that we had some real good scares.
Yeah, like the corridor at the end, they're supposed to be like bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
But we only got maybe like
5, 6
half of them.
Yeah.
But
it never ended, did it? Like it just kept going and going.
I didn't really know when that corridor was going to end. It was just more curtains.
No, but it was it was awesome. Really good. As a fan of the films and as somebody who's been a fan of the film since I was probably 17, it was nice to finally do that and see something like that. I would do it again quite happily. I'd probably give it a solid 8.5.
Yeah, I'd give it an 8.
Yeah.
I think we'll have to do it again on another run through, I think, just to see if we can get a few more of those end corridor ones.
Yeah.
But as a general house, there was a few that got me in there. We were saying before with regards to there's like bangs and stuff with the like kite board dropping sort of sounds.
They're super effective.
They are. I did bring some loop earplugs. So I tend to wear them because I get tinnitus for like gigs and stuff. I thought that particularly loud sounds might be a bit of a trigger for me, but I kind of actually
it's been okay.
I haven't used them at all. I haven't felt I felt the normal level of anxiety that that you go into a house like a nervous excitement, but I haven't felt too overwhelmed but enough to want to put my loops in. If I had them in without the bangs, it might not have been as effective.
As effective, yeah.
I think that's obviously the idea. So
that was what was the posted wait time on that? Was it 80, 90?
Oh god.
I got a pic.
It was quite high.
I got a picture, so you'll be able to see it.
Yeah.
We waited 10, if that.
Yeah.
It was a real quick one, that one. So, right, on to the last one. So through the Toxic 20s Scare Zone and El Artista.
Yeah.
That's it. The last house, the 10th house, El Artista. Come on, Al, talk to me.
I think I need a minute.
Was that the scariest house for you?
I'm so I feel like I need to be like unwound. Like I'm so like that. There were some really good scares in there. I think that's definitely up there. It was absolutely stunning. The scares in there are so well done. Like people that you don't expect to move will, and the effects on some of them are just mind-blowing.
Amazing, yeah.
And they're the ones that because sometimes you can tell where some scares are going to come from, but when there's like lots of things in a room and you don't really know where you're supposed to focus on, and it's completely the other thing that you weren't even thinking about that's going to come and get you. So yeah, it was. I'd say that one's a good 9 or 10. I'll give it a 9.5.
Yeah, I agree. I think visually it's absolutely stunning. You also have the perspective where you can actually see further into the house than you are at the time, which is really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Some really good scares. Probably one of the most imposing scares comes straight off the bat. We saw somebody in front of us get it. We didn't actually get it, but it's like a big, tall, white sort of skeleton creature.
Yeah, that would have probably freaked me if I.
And a really, really cool story that kind of intertwines through it as you see like the descend into madness that El Artista has.
I bet his mansion looked absolutely beautiful before he went crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's now 12:30.
Coming up 20 past.
Coming up 20 past 12. We have now done all 10 houses. Obviously, we started at 5:15 was the first house that we went into, which was Fallout.
Yeah, opening, yeah.
Obviously, we've walked through some scare zones. We've queued up for food. We've had a sit down for some of it. So it has taken us like 7 hours almost to get everything done.
In terms of the houses, we haven't even done the shows really.
I think that just proves that maybe you do need 2 nights to do everything. But bear in mind, we have done all the scare zones as well. I think now we just need to sort of maybe hit a couple of the wait times are still high. Five Nights at Freddy's is still 85 minutes because I can see it just over there. Terrifier's 80, WWE's down at 25. We've still got Express for 3 more houses. Obviously Hatchet and Chains, Fallout and Gulkin.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to the back of the park and do Gulkin again.
Yeah, just to get the use out of the Express. You know?
Yeah, and then we'll go from there and we'll see you in a bit.
I just ran out of a house.
We've got a runner. Anna got so many scares of like 3 different skeletons reaching for her towards the end of our second run of Gulkin that she ran out of the house.
I was like, I can't take any more. If there's any more, they're just going to have to
she
feel my dust.
She full on sprinted. She just sprinted out of there and I was just stood there like, oh, all right. And just finished the house by myself.
Was there any more after I ran?
No, you just, no, you literally ran through the exit, basically.
Yeah, my fight or flight definitely took.
Oh, that's so good.
So before we went through the second run of Gulkin, we managed to get in literally the last sort of 2 seats of what was the show called again?
Circus of Decay.
Circus of Decay. Yeah. We were about 5 minutes sort of away. We were like, oh, we're probably not going to get in. But Craig's like, yeah, people are still going in standby. And we went up and they're like, "Do you win?" Like, yeah. And they literally they took us through like a back stage bit and literally shoved us in like the second row from the front. It was on the far left of the stage, so we didn't get a great
view of everything.
But we were still close enough to be able to see a lot of the actors. They sort of performers came out from the left, so we were able to see them before they actually went on stage, which was quite cool.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good show, really good fun. As Anna said, we didn't really get a great view. I think if we would have carried on to the top, there were still some seats up there, but there was this guy who literally was just ushering us in. He sat us in the disabled section, so it was obviously the reserved seats for disabled people. Obviously they didn't fill those, so there was a little gap. It was nice being close, but you know, as you said, we did miss a few bits.
I think we missed really whatever the grand finale was. I think there was like a reveal of like, if there is a story that goes through the performance, and obviously whatever happened at the end, it was just out of our eye line. So I'm sure we can see what it was on YouTube. But, it was all the performance very impressive. The contortionist was my favourite. He literally put himself into shapes that I didn't know existed.
I think what we have kind of confirmed here is that with Express on the right night and making sure that you have your plan there to go to the back of the park, do Golden, do Fallout, then go round, do Hatchet and Chains before you get Express, then grab some food, then go off and you start using the Express after that. I think you can do everything in one night. The only thing that we've missed really is the Lagoon show, Ghoulish. The amount of times we've been walking around and saying, like, there are times where you forget that this is Universal Studios. You feel like you're walking through a new park because you're not going on the ride. You're doing these houses which are specifically for this, and I think it is definitely worth the cost. And I would happily do it again next year. We'll see. But if somebody turned around to me and said you could come next year, you can only do a week, which means you have to choose between Universal and Disney, and we were coming at this time of the year, I think this might sway me. Because it's just one of the most fun things I've done. We were both kind of a little nervous about doing the houses.
I mean, I brought us brown pants, for goodness sake.
Yeah, and
I mean, I have still got scared, but in a good, laughy, adrenaline scare. Like, I was literally shaking before we went into Galkin the first time. I felt sick, but after having done it, it's that the funny adrenaline. You laugh at the end of it, and 100%.
We're going to try and do a Hatchet and Chains with Express. We've skipped Fallout with Express just because of the fact that we preferred Hatchet, and there's only obviously limited time that we've got to do things now.
It's 1:15.
Yeah.
If we could, I would love to try and get Terrifier done again.
Yeah, as long as we can get one more house done. If it's Hatchet and Chains, which has been a surprise hit for me on that first run, then happy days. But we'll probably next see you outside the park once we're done. There we have it. We're back outside the Arches. Halloween Horror Nights is done.
1:47, so we had 13 minutes left.
All the houses had either really long waits or they just weren't ones that we were interested in doing again, especially when we're this tired. It would need to be something pretty special.
I don't think they'd probably even let us in Terrifier again with...
Yeah, it still had a 70-minute wait, and by the time you think about getting over there, and even if you do end up waiting 70 minutes towards the end of the night, it's going to be like 3 a.m. We need to get to bed knackered. Before we go through like our ranking of the houses, was this worth it?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I know I had my anxiousness beforehand and my anxiety about it all. It was 100% worth it. I knew that I would be able to get through it. I was just getting in my own head, and I did get jump scares, genuine, but not to the point where I was like too scared to continue.
Yeah.
it was a sort of nervous laughter. You know, you get it, you laugh, you move on. There was nothing that like was going to traumatise me. So I'm proud of myself for getting through it, because I knew I was very anxious beforehand, but it was 100% worth it, and I would 100% do it again.
Bear in mind that we've done 10 houses, second run-throughs on Galkin and on Hatchet and Chains Bounty Hunters. We saw Nightmare Fuel, Circus of Decay. We went through every single scare zone. We tried some food.
Yeah, not everything, but
no. Rate tonight out of 10.
I would give it a 9.5.
Yep.
If we're having to do half marks.
Okay, so it marks it down on what?
The slight markdowns. I wish the food options that we'd got were a little bit more, stronger. As the pizza fries, they were just very salty, and I like salt, so that was a little letdown. The cookies, the glass cookies, they were fine. They were just sugar cookies. There wasn't anything wrong with them. But I don't feel like we had anything outstanding food-wise. The other slight markdown, it was unfortunate, out of our control, was not getting the wet scene in the Terrifier house. Obviously, knowing that afterwards, I was the only loser stood out there with a poncho, put one on before we were in the house. So it's a shame we didn't get to do that, but that was, unavoidable. Obviously, they're having, issues with it, so that's fine.
Yeah, I think I'd say the same. I really enjoyed the PBJ thing. My pizza fries were okay. The drinks were odd, but oddly nice at the same time, and it was part of the experience. The wet path issue for me maybe isn't quite as much, because obviously when we've seen videos of it, it's just water with red light. I actually think I preferred going down the dry path, because there were the creepy bodies that were swaying, and then obviously we got the really good scare at the end of the headless ark.
I mean, that was worth it. I know you get a different ending with the wet scene. We won't spoil what it is. It would have been interesting to have seen that, but I definitely got the good scare at the end of the headless ark. So that was probably worth the dry path in its own right.
So the camera is moaning at us because it's running out of battery, because we've used it so much.
Like us.
Our battery is the same as the camera. Just quickly, let's go from 10 upwards. We've ranked the houses.
Yeah.
So do yours first.
Okay. From 10 upwards, 10 for me. Fallout, 9 Dolls, 8 Five Nights at Freddy's, 7 was Graves of Flesh. 6 was the White Six, 5 was Hatchet and Chains, 4 was Galkin, 3 was Jason, 2 was El Artista, and 1 was Terrifier.
And then mine, just looking down at Anna's phone because I've sent it to her. 10 was Dolls, 9 was Fallout, 8 was Five Nights at Freddy's, 7 was Grave of Flesh, 6 was the White Six, 5 was Hatchet and Chains. That actually moved up last minute for our second run through, because our second run through was really good. 4 was Galkin, 3 El Artista, 2 Jason Universe, and number 1 was also Terrifier for me. Very, very similar. I think we have very similar tastes, which obviously helps.
I think the only thing that changed ours sort of ranking slightly was the scares that I got, and just in some of the houses, because in all of them I was going first, and there are a few things that creep me out a bit more than Craig. Yeah. What are you going to say about the jump scare that almost should have got me?
Yeah.
In the last Hatchet house.
So we're going through Hatchet and Chains, and during about halfway through, there's like I think he's a priest, and he's got like a big bulbous neck where obviously he's been taken over by one of the demons, and he appears on the left, and he was kind of like staring at Anna like this.
And I was like looking at
And Anna was staring at him, and I'm going to have to try and do this. But on the other side was a skeleton who was like this close to Anna and followed her all the way through. Anna didn't even see him.
I didn't even see him.
Didn't see him at all. I was wetting myself.
Literally vacated myself. If I had turned around even a millimetre, I had no idea. I couldn't even feel him there.
It was hilarious. I think that's one thing I wish that you could film inside the houses, because Anna chose to go first every time because she didn't want to be behind me and miss anything. And also, like,
And I didn't want the behind scares in
Yeah.
case they jumped out behind me.
that I think, yeah, they were worse. They would have been worse for you. So that's
Yeah.
why Anna went first. But yeah, overall, just an incredible night. We need to start heading back. I think we're gonna
We're going to brave the walk.
brave the walk, even though our feet are killing, because the buses are going to be carnage.
Yeah.
So as always, like, comment, subscribe if you aren't already. Follow us on Instagram at the Inked Explorers. We really do appreciate everything, especially if you've watched any of these vlogs so far or interacted
appreciate
with us on Instagram during this trip.
Yeah, and if you've interacted with us in the crowds and you've come along and followed, we really appreciate it as well. It's been nice chatting to people.
Yeah, it has. But we will see you tomorrow and next week for you.